guys, this is going to be take two because I always watch stuff before I post it, and I try to catch the flaws or mistakes or whatever. So, because I don't edit, I just start over. I can't do the editing thing. I mean, I can, I just don't have the patience for it. So, anyway. Well, okay, I did like a whole 8-minute video, but that's okay. We're going to start over because I realized in some of this, a couple things I said backwards of what I meant, and it just tripped over the whole thing. So what I'm doing is, and it's not going to be an altar, but it's going to be a centerpiece for the dining room table. And the reason why I'm doing this is because we eat at the table pretty often during the week. I come home, I cook, I'm cooking while they're cleaning. They're helping me in the kitchen. We're all over the place. But I try to have a sit-down meal when we can, at least 4 days a week when I plan properly. If not more, because there's some weeks I cook 5 out of 7 days. But in that time is the time to sit down and kind of release your from the day. Your Sally Mae Sue did this and it pissed me off, or my employee did this and it pissed me off, or I aced my test and I want to celebrate it, but I don't have, sometimes you just can't communicate that to certain people even though you want to, because they're busy or, not paying attention because they're in their own head. And a lot of times this household gets in their head quite a bit and things just go unnoticed or unrecognized. Well, I'm trying to solve that, and I'm sorry, I've had my hair pulled back all day, so it's kind of crazy. Trying to make sure we all sit down and talk. My son is standing right here. I am trying to record. Just come over here and say hi.
What? There's nothing wrong with saying hi to people.
Okay. But sometimes you just need to vent. Not like heavily at the dinner. I don't want a whole bunch of yelling and screaming at my dinner table, but sometimes you just need to let it shut out and let it go and get it off your chest and move about your day and have a better night because you've released it. So, to aid in that, and again, it's not like an altar, but I know there's a word for it. Anyway, if there's a term, let me know. I have this tray, and Madam Nightshade, I just got this yesterday in the mail, along with a whole bunch of other cool stuff that I haven't shown yet, but I wanted to use this. So it's reflective. And if you haven't watched her video, and I don't remember if it's on the Biophilic alternative or if it's actually on her actual YouTube channel, but it was about using reflective surfaces to repel things and like put out things. And I know there's a word for that and I can't think of it. But anyway, that's what this is, the purpose of this, because it is silvery and it's not like, it's shiny and reflective and it's silver, and it's going to do what I want it to do. And I totally just lost my train of thought trying to explain that. But anyway, whatever, moving on. You get what I'm saying. It's going to be reflective for a reason. Alright, well, with that, I'm going to use my selenite tower to suck in all the bad stuff and cleanse it. And then to amplify, which is what I realized I said wrong in the other video, to amplify the situation and the working, I'm going to use this, which is my really pretty, it's one of the prettiest clear quartz pieces that I have, and I really like it. So I'm going to use that as well. Alright, on top of that, I got some Himalayan salt for grounding, just a little piece. And then fluorite, hold on, I gotta get back to my notes because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing again. Alright, the fluorite I'm using also to ground, but it's going to be for grounding excess energies. And I have everything written down in my little notes. And it dissipates emotional trauma. And everybody has emotional trauma of some sort. And having 2 teenagers and 2 adults in this house, that my husband doesn't work in retail per se, but What would you call that, babe? It's not retail. It's just, huh?
Restaurant.
It's a restaurant. There you go. So he deals with a lot of hoopla all the time, either from employees or customers. And I work in retail, but in the service industry, so I deal with lots of stuff. And he deals with a lot of. You wouldn't believe how mad people get over Daggum sandwich. You just wouldn't believe it. But they do. They raise hell. I mean, I get it, but I'm just not one of those people. Like, if my sandwich isn't right, it's got to be all the way wrong for me to send that mess back. Not like, okay, I hate lettuce, so I'm not going to send a sandwich back because there's lettuce on it. I'm going to scrape that crap off and keep it moving. That's just who I am. It's just not worth it to me. But some people really get agitated. Moving on. So, we got the black tourmaline to help with negativity. Alright, I've got pyrite in here, just a little chunk for, damn, low power. Good luck and prosperity. And then I've got blue kyanite, which was gifted to me by Ravenflower. And it is to aid in lowering blood pressure and strengthening the voice to help us communicate better. And then I've got my rose quartz for love. And then amethyst for all-around healing in this house. I've got amethyst all over the place, like you wouldn't believe. I had a large rose quartz collection, and it has started to dwindle down, so I've got to get some more. And I couldn't tell you where a lot of that went. But I'm down to like 2 pieces. So, I got to fix that. Black obsidian. Just a little piece. Because this isn't a big tray, so and I don't have a big table. It's like a 4-seater. Aids in insight and digestion of anything hard to accept. It also detoxifies and removes blockages and tension. It does not aid in my speaking. And that is a big deal too, because my oldest has Asperger's. And if you don't know what that is, you'd have to look that up. I'm not going to go into details. So, we'll get into that later. Anyway, moving on. I'm also using garnet to aid in mental health issues. And I wear a piece, that ain't it. I wear a piece of garnet here on my finger. And my cat and dog are fighting again. And right here every day. Bipolar is a real thing, and it runs in the family, and it sucks. So, that's what I'm doing. And this is going to be a table setup. It's not an altar, but it is going to be a table setup. And it's going to help aid in communication, dispelling negativity, working out our problems vocally, therefore dealing with them emotionally. Really? Every time. Stop it. Christmas decorations. There's stuff everywhere. But anyway, I just thought this would be an interesting thing, and I don't know how many other witches have this out there. But, like, we're witches. We have little groupings of stones everywhere, and sometimes we don't know why we group them together. They just end up that way, and sometimes they're very strategically placed around our house. Like, I have amethyst all over this house for healing. The garnet collection is growing. The selenite collection I have everywhere. So, and I'm going to be getting another one of these towers, because this one was from my altar, but I was gifted a selenite wand that is going to take its place. So, no big deal. And I get bags of it from my mom's up at the mine, up at her house. So, I have access to that, which I didn't know until recently. So, anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed, and maybe this will help some of y'all, or, you know, some of you might already do this, you know, I don't know. But, anyway, let me show you what it looks like. If I can get you there. An aerial view. That is it. And it's going to go in the center of the table. You probably didn't see very much of that. Sorry about that. My freaking stand is not acting right. It's getting a little loose. But here she is. There's that wand. I like the way it catches the light. It's really pretty. It is a beautiful piece. I hope when I go back, they have another piece just like that, because I'd like to have another one exactly like this one, or very similar in fashion. But anyway, y'all have a good evening, and I hope your turkey day was great. Blessed be, and talk to you next time.